YouTube, it's Michael from Asymmetrical Preparedness. Today's video is on gray man or badass. And this is a family-friendly channel. I normally don't, use those kind of words. I thought and tried to come up with a better word to use to describe that. And I can't. I mean, there's some other ones that sound kind of funny, competent man. There's just nothing else fits that bill. So I apologize. I normally don't swear, but just for this situation, I'm going to use the term to describe the best way I feel I can. So I apologize for the swearing. But gray man versus bad A. I'll just say that from now on, so I don't have to say it. You get what I'm talking about. So, which is best? Talking in a SHTF scenario. WROL also. I think it really depends on the situation. And first off, what I'm talking about is gray man. You guys understand the concept of gray man. You blend in, you don't stick out. Nobody really notices you. You're that person that nobody notices. That's people in espionage field, spies, stuff like that. They want to attain. It's that low vis, on the down low. You don't want to be noticed. You don't want to draw attention to yourself. If you have a vehicle, you're driving just like the same vehicle like everybody drives. It's just like a basic, older, basic vehicle. Not even older, but it's not old, but not brand new. You want that just kind of middle ground. You don't want any of your clothing sticking out. Here in the Pacific Northwest, in Washington, Seahawks, of course. So if you're wearing a Seahawks jersey or a hat or something like that, that's fine as a gray man. But if you're wearing 49ers or Dallas Cowboys or something like that, that kind of sticks out. I'm not saying it's huge indicator, but you just don't want any little thing that makes you stick out or that notices you. People notice you. Nobody notices somebody, oh yeah, that guy in the Seahawks jersey. Well, that's 50 people, depending on the season. It's football season everywhere. So wherever your local sports team, stuff like that, is fine to wear stuff like that and still be gray man. Just don't wear, if you're a fan of another team, if you're trying to be gray man, don't wear that stuff because that'll be noticeable. You'll stick out just a little tiny bit, and you don't want anything. Gray man, you want to keep. You don't want to wear, don't wear your tactical ball caps like this. Any kind of tactical clothing, stuff like that. You don't want to present that tactical operator look. You want to wear just clothes that aren't too ratty, aren't nice, don't fit you perfect, maybe a little bit looser, stuff like that, but not too bad. You want to be the picture of subtlety. You don't want anything sticking out. You don't want to walk around, like a MAGA hat would definitely not be gray man, because people definitely notice that, especially in today's and depending on where you live. Either it would be a good thing or a bad thing. Here in the Pacific Northwest, if you go over Seattle area, yeah, you'll probably get jumped for wearing something like that. Where I live here, it's a different story. You see a lot of them, but so you want to fit in. You don't want anything sticking out. If you're here in the Pacific Northwest, I wouldn't want to go around in a Hawaiian flowered shirt or some kind of Miami Vice look. I lived in Florida or stuff like that. You just want to wear stuff that people normally wear in your area, to fit in. Around here, just be jeans and a t-shirt. That's probably pretty much, that would fit in kind of pretty much anywhere. And just some whatever footwear is not as noticeable as long as it's not bright colors. You don't want to wear bright colors that stick out. You don't want to wear clothing that clashes. You want it to all kind of I'd say grays, browns, greens. You still want the ability to have a little bit of natural earth tone colors in case you need to, get out into the woods, But maybe black, a little bit of black, just different colors like that, subtle colors. You don't want to, let me see, look at my notes down. Yeah, okay, keep your head down, avoid eye contact with people, but still keep your head on a swivel, still stay observant, but you're going to have to do that in a really subtle manner so people aren't noticing that you're doing it. Being a gray man is a little bit easier, I think, than, well, actually, no, it depends. I think the BA, the bad ASS, look, is, depending on who you are, can be easier or more difficult. I'll get into the BA look here in a minute. But anybody, almost anybody, I think anybody can fit into, can do the gray man. Anybody can do the gray man. And a gray man, and I'm talking about this gray man and BA. Okay, I'm talking about men and women. Women can be badass. Trust me. You can have that look. Just like you can have the gray woman look. I'm applying it to both. I'm not just talking about men here. I'm a man, so that's my perspective. But a lot of this stuff, most of the stuff, probably all of it applies to women also. So don't be discouraged if you're a woman. You can attain either look, depending. Like I said, anybody's capable of being a quote-unquote gray man, because it's much, it doesn't, your fitness level, the way you carry yourself, that your confidence doesn't apply. So with that, so the BA look, okay, what is that? Being a badass isn't like wearing shirts to say, some bunch of stuff all over them, like I'm a special operator, or gunslinger shirts, or grunt style, or 9-line, or all this stuff like that, and a tactical hat and sunglasses, and tactical pants and tactical boots and all this stuff like that. No, that's not necessarily. You might be a badass and wear those things or look at those things, but just don't go over the top. You don't want to be like that. You want to be a little more subtle than that, because if you're wearing stuff like that, you're going to get challenged much more often. So you're going to have to back up your BA-ness. Okay? And that's one thing. If you're gonna try to present, or if you do present that BA look, then you better be able to back it up. And I'm saying you better be one, or have the ability to defend yourself very efficiently, in a very efficient manner. So the BA look, fit definitely helps. If you're fit, especially muscled, if you're muscular, and that really does help. If you are very, very overweight or very, very skinny, you're not going to be able to attain the BA look. I'm sorry. You just can't do it. Even if you are a BA, you could be former, SF, or a team guy or something like that. And that would be SEALs, Navy SEALs, for people who don't know what team guys are. Or you could be a unit guys, which is Delta Force, any of those guys. You could be a real BA. But if you've been out for a while or something like that, you let yourself go and you're, really, really overweight, I'm talking like obese, nobody, you can't pull it off. I'm sorry. It's not going to work. Age, I don't think it has much to do with it. Look at Sam Elliott, the actor. He can still pull off BA. Totally, man. He can still pull off that tough guy look. All right, so I don't necessarily say that age has anything to do with it. I think the BA is attitude, confidence. You either have it or you don't. Or you can build it, you can work on it. It's about making eye contact with others, firm handshakes. It's about head on a swivel. It's about confidence oozing from your pores. Not just no wishy-washiness, no beta maleness. You're pure alpha. You're pure killer, warrior, stuff like that. You present that look, nobody's gonna mess with you unless they really want to mess with somebody. So yeah, and this whole idea for this video came from, I think it was a video by the channel The Prepared Mind, I think. and he was talking about it. He talked about it, a bunch of stuff, and that got to me thinking it's a pretty decent topic to talk about. Because it depends on this. Like I said, it depends on the situation, whether you want to be the gray man or you want to be BA. A BA guy or woman can attain the gray man look. All they have to do is dress differently, and kind of just tone down the confidence oozing from their pores. Keep your head down. Don't avoid eye contact. Don't make eye contact. Don't do anything. Just kind of like slunch over. Have your posture worse than normal. If you're walking around, all your posture is awesome. That's one part of being BA. Also, posture. It's how you carry yourself. It's how you walk. You walk with confidence. You walk with fluidity. You're not awkward. You don't. I don't know. It's hard to describe. BA doesn't mean you grow up tactical operator beard like this, wear a tactical hat, throw on some shades, and you're a badass. Okay? No. That's not what that means. You may be able to achieve the look, but if you can't back it up, please don't do it. There's all, you can be a gray man. But let me see what my notes say here really quick while I'm driving, keep my eyes on the road though. Yeah, you're always sizing people up, and that's gray man or BA. But if you're not going for the gray man, you can be a little more obvious about the fact that you're eyeing people up and down, and that you're looking at people. You're not avoiding contact. You're not walking out of people's way. You walk straight. They move out of your way. Okay? And I'm not saying be an a-hole. I'm not, be courteous to others, but you can be courteous and still be that alpha BA that I'm talking about. And that applies to men and women. Alpha women out there, there's some tough freaking women that can pull their own, My wife's pretty BA, even though she has some, some medical stuff. Maybe so she's not as much anymore. But, so yeah, you got to think about what times it's appropriate to do which. Basically, like the BA look, some people can't avoid it. They'd have to work at being a gray man. But people that don't have the ability, like I said, a BA can be a gray man, but a gray man can't necessarily be a BA. It's all in how you carry yourself. Work on your posture. And I'm talking about people that can back it up. If you know how to fight, you know how to, you train a lot, and you have the abilities, you have the capabilities of fighting, of defending yourself, of being that warrior, then, and you just need to work on your look, well, work on your confidence. If you're trained and you're an alpha male and you're confident, or an alpha female, you should already have that confidence. So it's not really anything you can look at, you can work on. But if you need to, just do that. Practice, even if you are, a very competent person, a quote-unquote BA, work on not avoiding eye contact, not acting wishy-washy, not just not being anything wimpy whatsoever, I guess. So the situations they would apply. The situations they would apply is, obviously, if you're in a situation where, I don't know, whether it be foreign invasion, whether it be federal troops, martial law, lots of different situations. You may want to, if you're in town or something like that, or in a city, that gray man would be really good. And especially for a woman, that gray woman may be more appropriate or may be appropriate more often. Especially if you're, a very attractive woman, a fit woman, something like that, then you don't want to bring, you're just going to bring attention to yourself anyway, if you're just wearing normal clothing and stuff like that. So I would say, if you're in that situation, you're a very attractive woman or a fit woman, wear baggy clothing, sweatshirts, sweatpants, stuff like that. try to cover your figure so you don't get noticed. Because I'm sorry, men look at women, and women look at men too. You know what I'm talking about. So, and you're more noticed. It's harder for you to be a gray woman if you're, if you have that look. So keep those things in mind. Keep those things on hand if you don't have them. Prepare for it. So yeah, it's just a topic I thought would be interesting to talk about, for you guys to think about. Have the ability, have the ability to have both. But like I said, if you are, say you're an alpha male, no military experience, maybe you have a little extra weight on, something like that, but you want to be able to have that ability because you are competent, you know how to fight, you know how to defend yourself with, firearms and hand-to-hand and edged weapons and stuff like that. If you're competent, you feel confident in your ability to protect yourself and others, then work on some of these things. Fitness is key. If you're walking around all muscular and stuff like that, people can notice, even if you're wearing just normal clothing. I wear just normal clothing. I work out. I'm not saying I'm a big Hulk, but I'm sure it's noticeable, I'm sure, that, I work out, that I'm fairly fit. I take pride in my fitness. I'm not trying to show off or be some, guy like that, like, walk around, look at me, I'm muscular, but I work out. No, I don't need that. I don't need that attention. I don't need to self-justify myself. That's one thing. BA guys, BA women, you don't have anything to prove. So those kind of people don't talk. They don't talk a big game. If you see the guy talking the big game and all the tactical gear and stuff like that, odds are they're not BA at all. They're a wannabe. Don't be a wannabe. Okay? If you are a BA, then you don't have to talk about it. You don't have to, you are it. You have nothing to prove, okay? So don't try. Don't try to act like you're all badass and stuff like that. You don't need to do that. If you are, people will notice it. Trust me. You don't have to act, don't act, whether you are or whether you aren't. Be real to yourself, be true, be yourself, be confident. Walk with confidence, carry yourself with confidence. Have the ability to go gray if the need arises. So I hope this helps. I just thought it was an interesting topic. It's not, it's prepper related, but I just thought it'd be good to go cover to get you guys thinking about. Good thing to think about, be aware of. Have the clothing to be able to go gray. If you have a lot of just non-subtle clothing, or really nice fancy clothing, or really ratty clothing, whatever it is. Help yourself to have the ability. I hope you guys like the videos. If you do, please subscribe, hit the like button, comment below. I love comments. I love you guys. I'm so blessed by my subscribers. I'm at 199 subscribers. Hopefully by the time I get to work and I log into my computer, I'm at 200. I hope. That'd be cool. 200 subscribers is pretty cool. So I love you guys. I'm so blessed by you guys. Have a wonderful day. Keep your heads up. Do a little bit every day. Prepare every day. Fitness is key. Diet. Eat healthy, whole, natural foods. Don't go for fad diets, please. You guys, I love you guys, and blessings to you and yours.